Information received. Internet connection established. You have received a voicemail.
SCP Foundation Training Interface. Database access granted. Transmission incoming from agent number 132727. Prepare for your next mission.
Mobile Task Force Kappa 42. Angel reporting in. Item SCP-1613. Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. Foundation assets and major media companies are to monitor for new reports of SCP-1613. Any publications affected by SCP-1613 are to be shut down, with witnesses administered Class C amnestics, followed by the dissemination of a misprinting cover story. At this time, approximately 3 newspapers affected by SCP-1613 are being published under controlled conditions in order to monitor SCP-1613's content and long-term effects. Field agents deployed in these locations have been assigned with finding Mallory Loserio, the individual believed to propagate SCP-1613. Description: SCP-1613 is an American newspaper comic titled The Spoken Fool. It depicts an unnamed adult male speaking on various topics, such as the suffering of independent comic artists at the hands of large corporations. SCP-1613 usually displays poor use of basic artistic and writing concepts, often filling entire panels with text and showing little to no art whatsoever. Currently, SCP-1613 is known to appear within newspapers printed in the states of West Virginia, Tennessee, and South Carolina. After a period of 2 weeks to 1 month, depending on the circulation of the newspaper SCP-1613 is affecting, the content of the comics published in the same newspaper as SCP-1613 will begin to deviate from how they appear in other places, taking on large differences in content and syntax. Eventually, this will progress to the general art and dialogue style, slowly shifting until they have become similar to SCP-1613. Changes to nationally syndicated comics appear to be limited to the specific newspaper affected by SCP-1613. As SCP-1613 exposure persists, comics other than SCP-1613 will cease to be published. The spaces they were formerly placed in will have text replaced with diatribes denouncing the comic author, the content, and the layout of the newspaper SCP-1613 is published in. Eventually, all comics other than SCP-1613 cease to appear, and SCP-1613 will begin to repeat the same content on a daily basis. The transcript of the comic is as follows. Panel 1. The male figure appears seated in a chair, with a blank white background. A speech box reads, "All your friends are sitting out by the noon. I didn't know or understand what was happening. Now they have been taken." Panel 2. The male figure is not visible due to large blocks of text. "I'm sorry, I had to do it, but they weren't really your friends. They were hollow, empty shells that existed in the hands of old, numb, and sometimes dead men. They never really wanted to make you laugh. All they wanted was undeserved accolades for being published in a dying format." Panel 3. The panel is again taken up by text. You'll have to find another way to occupy your time. If it helps, they go to serve a cause. I hope you understand. SCP-1613 is believed to have originally been published in an independent magazine being distributed in a city in Tennessee, in an independent newspaper distributed to local art groups. SCP-1613 did not display anomalous properties during this time. However, the original author, Mallory Loserio, left the publication shortly after she began working. Approximately 4 months later, SCP-1613 was anomalously published in a Gazette, a small newspaper in Beckley, West Virginia. SCP-1613 was identified as an anomaly on 9/18/1977 and classified as Euclid. Alright, there you have it. I was never a really big fan of the comics and the newspapers anyway. This is just one more reason to not be a fan. Stay safe, stay alert, and, I don't know, maybe try getting your information from an online newspaper.